ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode from Scrapyard Rescue. Today, you could see behind me here is our new project. It's a 1988 Jeep Cherokee. It has been off the road since 2004, so we're going to see if we can get it running, driving home. And then once we get it home, we're going to have a lot of work to do on it. So right now I got to get this tire jacked up, get that tire off, take it back into town, get a new tire put on it, come back, get it on there, get the thing to run, and then drive it back to the tire store and get new tires put on it. And then we can drive it home. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that, and we'll just get back with you here in a minute. Okay guys, well, so much for jacking a car up. I've got 2 boxes of wrenches, and not one of them fits the lugs on the Jeep for some reason. Don't have any idea what the problem is with it. I managed to get 2 off, but I can't, so I got to drive 50 miles home, get different tools, come back, do all kinds of other bullshit just to get the frickin' tire off this thing. So it's already starting out on a bad omen, so we'll just get back with you later. You have to stand back maybe a little farther. Okay, just let me know when it's on. Okay guys, hey, what we did was, instead of going all the way home and getting tools and everything, we just drove into town, which is only about 10 miles, went to Harbor Freight, and I just got a 4-way. I was able to get the lugs off, I got the bad tire off, back to town to the tire stop, got a roller to put on it, which is a pretty good tire for a roller, but got that, and I went ahead and I ordered a brand new set of tires for this thing. They'll be in tomorrow. $660 for 4 tires, but that's mounted, balanced, and the whole 9 yards, so I'll never have to buy tires for this thing again. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this on. The plan is to get this tire on, leave the car here tonight. They can't get the tires till tomorrow. Come back tomorrow, drive the car into the tire shop, and then wait till they get the tires put on, and then I can drive it home and start really digging into it. Wait till you see all the rest of this vehicle. It's quite the vehicle. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this tire on, and we're going to head home, and then we'll be back in the morning. So I'll just see you in the morning. Okay guys, it's the next day. We're back here on the Jeep. We have a little change of plans today. We were going to take it into town to the tire store and put some new tires on it, but I've changed my mind and decided I don't want to drop another $660 into this thing before I know that it's actually even going to, drive and run and all that stuff. So what we're going to do today, we're going to put a little bit of air in the tires, and we're just going to jam it on down the highway and see what happens. We got about 40 miles to go. I hope it'll make it that far. I think it will, but we're going to find out. And then once we get it home, we're going to start digging into it. So we will see you when we get it back to the house. Well, good morning everybody. It's the next day again, and as you can see behind me, we finally got the Jeep home yesterday. I gotta tell you, it was probably one of the worst vehicle recovery days I've ever had that I can ever remember. 11 hours yesterday trying to get this thing 40 miles. It was a nightmare. Tires kept blowing out. I found out stuff that I should have researched before. I tried towing it. I tried towing this thing with a tow dolly, and I found out Now this morning, Googling that you're not supposed to tow a Jeep Cherokee with a tow dolly. That's a big no-no. They do not tow, well, which I found out. I ended up having to pull the drive shafts off so I could get the thing towed. But anyways, the only problem I found with the Jeep so far is I think it's stuck in four-wheel low. I couldn't get the thing to go, when I tried to drive it home, I couldn't get it to go down the highway. It felt like something was just dragging. I thought maybe it was a brake, and I was kept kind of hoping the brake would finally kind of loosen up, you know, maybe wear some of the rust off, and you know, and as I drove, it would kind of get a little better. Well, it didn't. It got worse and worse and worse. Finally, after, I don't know, only about 8 miles or so down the road, it finally, it had enough. It overheated. These things don't have, like, you know, digital gauges in them, which a set of that's going in here. They just have the idiot lights. So you can't tell how hot the engine's getting until it blows. Well, it blew. And it just, I mean, it blew. And so I get it off the side of the road, and I pop the hood open, and the freaking engine's on fire. It was lucky that I had a couple gallons of water in the car. I was able to grab a gallon of water, dump all over it, and get the fire out. And it turns out that it didn't burn anything, you know, any wiring or anything like that. What was burning was the old oil that was, you know, all over the engine from years of, you know, just leaking. The oil was burning. So when I got that out, I looked it over and fine. The wires are all good. Nothing like that was bad. No plastic got burnt. It was just like little spot fires here and there under the hood. But so anyways, that was a disaster averted. The engine still runs and everything like that, but you know, the towing stuff, I don't know. And I'm wondering if possibly the reason that the vehicle got parked in the first place was maybe because there's a problem in the four-wheel drive gearbox and stuff, which I hope not, because the reason I got this thing, the only reason I got it, was because it's for four-wheel drive. I've always liked these Jeep Cherokees. I think they're pretty cool, you know, vehicles. My wife used to have one, and it was just absolutely great. You know, like 300,000 miles on it, and so I need a four-wheel drive up here where I live. You have to have one, otherwise you get stranded. So that's the reason I got this. So I'm hoping I don't have to put a bunch of money into the four-wheel running gear on it to get it to go. You know, I just hope I don't have to. But anyways, it was a long day, hotter than hell, 85 degrees. I'm laying underneath there on the side of the road in town, in this place, trying to get the drive shaft off. I was actually being burnt laying on the road. The road was so hot, it was burning my back when I was laying there trying to get the drive shaft off. I had to keep turning and moving and everything just to get the 4 freaking bolts out. But it's home. It's here. I'm going to open up all the doors here and get the hatch and the hood open, and then I'll give you a nice walk around, and wait till you see this thing. It's going to take me all day today to get this thing cleaned out and, you know, half-ass presentable. It's a freaking mess. So anyways, I'm going to do that, and like I said, I'm going to get everything opened up here, and we'll do a little quick walk around, and I'll show you what we got. Well, okay folks, are we ready for this? Let's start up here in the engine bay. It doesn't look too bad. It needs a good pressure washing, clean all this stuff out. get the engine cleaned up so I can, you know, get in there and see what's going on. Luckily the fire didn't, you know, it didn't hurt anything. I see the heater hoses have been closed off, so the heater core probably leaks. You know, I don't know. It doesn't seem to be too bad. You know, dirty. Everything, the latches, all that kind of stuff, they all kind of need to be oiled up and done. It's missing the grill. It's got those cool little fog light things down there. I'll have to see if I can get those to work. That'd be kind of neat. But, are you ready for this? Let's do a little walk around here. Okay. Driver's seat. This is the cleanest part of the whole vehicle, right here. So, this isn't too bad, but you can kind of look at the door panels. Nice. Not a rip in them, not a tear. The seats don't have any rips or tears in them. Let's move around here to the back, and oh boy, here we go. Lots of good stuff back there. Parts, pieces, all kinds of stuff in here. Junk. Who knows what all this stuff is. I don't know if I hope all these parts ain't off of this this vehicle. You know, I don't know. Maybe they are. I don't see anything really missing. And let's go back here to the back. And we got all kinds of stuff here. Some totes full of dishes, kitchen supplies. A whole bunch of slate tile in there. At that carpet, I don't know what that's from. If that's just something that's in there or if it was part of the car. There's no headliner in it, in there. So I'm not real sure. I'll have to see what that is when I get it. Oh, there's the grill right there. Cool. I don't know why that's off, but I'm glad it's in there. Go around to this side. Yep. Yep. But see, look at the door panels are good. Front door, all this is going to need is a really good cleaning. And I think it's going to be nice inside. Here we got a condo in there, and like I was just telling my buddy, I think that they needed to put an addition on their house, so they popped the glove box door open, you know, so they could you know, expand. They needed to build more room and stuff. More shit, more stuff, more everything. A bunch of paperwork there. I'm gonna go through all that. So, anyways, I think this is what I'm gonna start. I don't know where I'll start. I'm just gonna start somewhere in here and start getting all this crap out. I don't think I'll, you know, film that. I don't think you want to just sit there and watch me take junk out of the car. Once I get it kind of cleaned out, we'll get back in here, do another little walk around. I'll show you the outside of the car then once it's cleaned up and stuff like that. So we'll kind of that's great. Just spilled my coffee. So that's what I'll do. I'll just get back with you when I get it pretty well cleaned out, and we'll do another walk around. You can see the difference. Okay, well, guys, I got it all the crap cleaned out of it. I got to hit it with the vacuum yet. It's like I said, this thing is really clean. Well, it's not clean, but you know what I mean. It's you know, it's nice. When I get it clean, it's going to be nice. Got all that junk out of there, all that. Got the back cleaned out. But look at all this stuff I found in here. A lot of cool stuff. It doesn't have the sun visors, but here they are. Got them. It got a book with it. That's great, because I was just thinking about ordering one of those. I got the badges. this is nice. The Cherokee badge, and yeah, the 4x4 one that's, where the hell is it? Oh yeah, there it is. That's missing right there. And the Cherokee one that's missing. Okay, this doesn't have a 4x4 one on this side. Yeah, the Cherokee. Well, there's the Cherokee on this side. Oh, I got it on both sides. Wonder where it goes. Maybe it goes on the tailgate. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Got some spare fan belts and stuff. I got these cool lights too I found in there. A blue one and a red one. That's pretty nice. A mirror. That's actually junk. Lots of stuff, like all this stuff. I don't know what that stuff's for. Ow! Everything is in here. Oh, I bet you I know what those are. Those are grab rails for up above the doors. See, it looks like the headliner must have, went to crap in here, so they tore it out to clean it up. And that's what these are. These are the old Jesus handles that go up above the doors. Got a battery charger. That's cool. All the trim pieces that are taken out are all right there. Everything's there. Got a carburetor, distributor. So I'm going to go ahead and get a tote to put all that good stuff in, then grab my shop vac, and we're going to go ahead and hit with the shop vac. Okay guys, so just going to give you a little update on the cleaning. I got the back here. I took the rubber mat out, and the back part of the back seat, you can see it's kind of rusty here. So I'm going to wire wheel all this down real good, clean it all up. I'll rust proof it, put some, heavy rust primer on it. And I took the back of the back seat out because I want to get down. I got to do some serious cleaning back here. These were just full of mouse shit. I had to use a scraper to get this off, so I got to disinfect this. I got to soak it down. I'm going to dump some bleach water in those footwells and let that soak for a couple days, and get in there and scrub it down and clean all this up. And I don't know, it's got that rubber mat. I don't know if I'll paint it again or just use the primer, and but clean all that up. I'm not going to take this seat out. I don't need to. I can clean this good in here. And this doesn't have carpet in it, which is kind of nice because that would have been shot. But it's just got a rubber mat, so I can scrub that up clean. All these door panels will clean up nice. These seats, I thought about taking them out, but again, why? I don't need to scrub the shampoo any carpet, so I don't really see any point in it. I'll just scrub down that. And the dash has got that nice little carpet stuff on it. It's pretty cool. I got the condo out of the glove box, and that, amazingly, it's okay in there. There's not a bunch of mouse shit and piss and crap and chewed up. That'll clean up real nice. So, where do we go from here? I guess I should just probably keep working on the back. I should probably get the old cheek poker out and go ahead and hit this and clean it all up and just kind of work my way forward. There's no sense getting too crazy with everything all at once. I'm just going to work my way, I think, from back to forward and stuff. So I'll get my cheek poker all hooked up, and I'll get back with you in a little bit when we get this all cleaned up. Alright guys, we got everything pretty well cleaned up in here. I took these side panels off so I could get in, get vacuumed, and you can see all the dirt and dust. I'm going to clean all that up and clean this. I got to run to town. I don't have any Rust-Oleum, you know, heavy rust primer stuff. So I got to get some of that. Got to get a couple gallons of some really good cleaning stuff. A couple jugs of bleach. Just things like that. I gotta get some stuff, and I'm gonna I've been struggling along for years without a pressure washer, and I think I'm just gonna go buy a freaking pressure washer. I want to clean this thing up good, make it look nice. You know, I'm assuming if I get this thing running and the 4-wheel drive stuff working good, I'm just keeping this thing. But man, I really got to clean underneath this engine bay, and I need it for my other cars, and you know, all that good stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna run to town, get some stuff. Oh, the grill. I found the grill. I don't know, I think I mentioned that, but look at that. It's cool, isn't it? There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know why it was off. The only thing I can think of is maybe the other one broke and the guy had found one and bought one. He just never put it on or something. But anyways, one thing though is be sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. That would really help me out. You know, to keep me incentive to keep going on this YouTube channel. And, you know, and you guys that are subscribers, make sure you hit the like, you know, the like and share thing. That helps, you know, so if you could do that. And then there's another thing that you could do for me. I found that YouTube offers this thing called Hype, that you as a viewer, when you're looking at my video, you can hit this Hype thing. It's on there somewhere, you know, when you're watching somebody's video. And what that does is when someone hypes the video, YouTube sends out notifications to, I believe they said 35 other YouTube people that watch YouTube, that watch car, you know, like car stuff or whatever kind of YouTube channel you're doing. But they do that, and then so like if 10 people hype my video, they would send out notices to like 350 other people that might not see it, that might see it and then watch it. And that would really help me out. So if you could do that, I would really appreciate that. And we will get back here in, well, later today. I got it, like I said, I got to run to town. But we're getting there. We're getting it cleaned up. So it's going to look nice when I'm done. I'm kind of excited now. That's why I want to go get a pressure washer. So we will just get back with you in a little while. Okay, everybody. I spent the day in town again picking up supplies and stuff. I got back here a little while ago, and I've been doing some detailed cleaning. I just wanted you to see just how clean this stuff in this Jeep is coming out. I can't believe it. There's some spotting up there. Don't know what that is. I tried a couple times. I don't know if it's oil or mold or whatever, but look at this seat. And like this stuff, how clean it is. Let me get around over here. I did this door. Try to get, I don't know how good you can see it, but I cleaned up that door, and look at how amazingly clean and nice looking that door is. And look at the seat. The seat is flawless. There's not a blemish, a mark, anything on it. Oh, there's a little teeny dot right there. I don't know what that is. It's a little mark. But look how clean it got. I can't believe it. I mean, man, I don't know. I don't care what old Derek says, but this is a going to town rig, I'm telling you. So anyways, I'm going to quit for the night. I'm sore. Been in the car for 5 hours. I got all around here. It's just amazing how clean everything's getting. Man, this is going to be nice. I can't get the windows that clean yet. They had some mold on them, and they look clean on the camera, but they're not. I got this sprayway stuff, and I think it's a bunch of shit, really. I got some detailed car stuff I ordered from W Detailing, supposed to be here in a couple days. They say they got the best window, cleaner on the market, so we'll see. This is what I got down on the floor. I got it wire wheeled and everything, and I'll be damned if I went to town today and I forgot to get the can of some rust paint to put on that. So, oh well, we'll have to make another run. But here's what the doors, here's what they look like, before I clean them. Pretty dirty. This one's not so bad around the thing. A little bit of rust up there. But you can see like all this shit and grime stuff here. All that's just coming right out. I'm really amazed. I'm really freaking happy too I found this thing. Oh, this is going to be nice. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hang it up for the night. I'm tired. My back hurts. I'll be back out here bright and early tomorrow. I want to get the inside, the upholstery cleaned, and all that stuff. And then I got the engine getting soaked down. I bought a brand new power washer today, so I'm gonna, get that cleaned up, and we're just gonna keep going to town. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It's the next day again. Yesterday I had to go to town and get a whole bunch of stuff. I bought a brand new pressure washer, so what we're gonna do first thing this morning is I'm gonna start pressure washing under the hood here. See if I got a good pressure washer or not. I bought it from Harbor Freight, so it's a gamble, Chinese. But we're gonna go ahead and try this and see what happens. Apparently it's working, so I'm gonna hit this. I put some degreaser in the water thing down there, so let's just go ahead and see what's going on. Well, that soaked it up pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and try I don't know which one. Let's try the straight nozzle thing and see how that works. Whoa. I'll try a different nozzle and see if it do the greeny one here and see if that works a little bit better. Well, it's, you know, it seems to work okay. I gotta spray some more, you know, degreaser and stuff, I think, in some spots. I didn't get it too bad though. Oh, when the thing blew the other day out on the road, when it overheated and blew, it really blew. This top radiator hose got about a 2-inch hole in it. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shoot a bunch more degreaser down in there, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I'm gonna switch over and I want to clean that carpet I got over there, so I'm gonna move some stuff over there and we'll do the carpet too. So I'll get everything switched over there and let's see how it cleans carpet. Okay, I'm going to do the floor mat first. apparently it doesn't shoot soap out unless you put the soap nozzle on. See how that works. Yeah, there it goes. it didn't do too bad. I guess it won't clean the rust stains on the underneath part of this rubber mat, but I don't care. They did clean the carpet pretty good. I'm going to go hang that carpet over on the clothesline, let it dry. I'm just going to leave this, excuse me, just lay here and it can dry. And then we're going to go ahead and get back inside here. I want to finish up the back seat and everything. I'm going to see if I can, how hard it is to get the front seats out. This has a rubber floor mat. It doesn't have carpet, which is great. And then I'm going to try to see if I can get the seats out. I'll probably pressure wash that thing. That'll be good. But otherwise, I'm going to keep working on the interior today. Get that all cleaned up, put back together. Then I got to get this thing up on jack stands, get all the tires off so I can go get new tires put on everything. And I want to clean the rims up real good, do all that stuff today. So I will get back with you here in a little bit when I got to get this mess all organized here. Otherwise I get all, frustrated with, I can't find nothing. So I'm going to do that, and yeah, we'll get back with you here in a bit. Okay guys, what I'm doing here is, I just wanted to show you the back seat back, how dirty it is here, and then I'm going to clean it up and then show you how clean this stuff gets using this degreaser stuff I found. And I'll show you what that is here in a minute too. But you can just kind of see it's pretty dirty. So I'm going to get after it, and I'll show you just how nice and clean it gets. Okay guys, well, take a look at this. About clean that thing got. It's like brand new. Yeah, it's just it's perfect. It does. It actually looks brand new. I'm gonna go over the degreaser stuff I got. I'll show you what it is here. It is Cleaner and Degreaser Formula 88. I got this at Home Depot. It was like 10 bucks. When I first used it, I put it in, full strength, but you don't need to do that at all. Just, like half strength is more than enough to clean it. This stuff really freaking works. I'm really impressed with it. So that's going to be my go-to cleaner from now on. And I did get some Simple Green because I wasn't sure which was going to work better, but I'm going with this. So I'm going to get back in there. I'm going to put that back seat in. And then I think the back will be kind of done until I can get some Rust-Oleum heavy rust primer. I want to paint the floor in the back there. I forgot to get it yesterday. It was on the top of my list. But I need to paint this before I put the mat and everything back in. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the seat in. Put this panel in. And I don't know, just keep going from there. Okay, fellas. I think what I'm going to do here is I got the back end, this part, the back seat, and all here, all nice and cleaned up real good. I'm not going to pull the front seats out. I was just looking up there, and it'd be easy to get the seats out, but I don't really need to. It's got the rubber floor mat instead of carpet, so I don't have to. I'm just going to get in there with the scrub brush and a bucket of, cleaner, scrub that all down, vacuum it out. That's good to go. What I wanted to say is, I'm thinking about doing this in like a 2 or 3 part, series of videos on this. It's going to take a long time to get this thing all going and everything. I don't know about, you know, everybody else, but I can't really sit and watch a 2 or 3 hour video, even from guys I like. You know, I watch for an hour or so and turn it off, and, you know, then maybe a couple days later, go back and keep doing that. You know, I don't know if that's what they want you to do to get more views on their channel. I don't know, but leave in the comments down there if you would rather have an hour and a half long video, or just, you know, 30 minutes or 40 minutes or something. You know, just let me know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. And, you know, like I said, leave comments. Be sure to subscribe, like, share. Do that hype thing that I was talking about earlier in the video. That will really, really help me out and stuff. And I'm going to work now the rest of the day on the front part of the thing, the front seats and the doors and the dash, and kind of just, you know, work on that, get that cleaned up. I've been looking over the motor. It doesn't look, I got to clean it again. But I don't see, you know, I'm going to tune it up and put new plugs. And I actually, in all this junk I took out, I found a brand new set of spark plugs in there. So, you know, and I'll check the ignition. I just pulled the air box apart, and the filter is decent, but I'm going to replace it anyway. And a serpentine belt, I don't know. I'll see how much they cost. If they cost, you know, 150 bucks, I'll run this one for a while. You know, and then, like I said, today I'm going to try to get this thing jacked up and get all the wheels off of it. I got to go find tires somewhere and get them all mounted back on there. And then I'm going to clean up those chrome rims. I was wire wheeling them yesterday a little bit, and they look like they're going to clean up real nice and you know, be a nice set of wheels for this thing. So with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and close the video now, and hopefully, you know, here I'll try to do one maybe once a week. That would be good. And you know, so just you know, like I said, please subscribe and thumbs up and share and all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you on the next video, guys, and thanks for watching, okay?